Hello everyone, thank you for coming to today's council meeting. So today what we're going to be talking about is another deck tech. And this one that I've done is the set specific Jank. So this is the deck tech, one of the deck techs for my Jankmander with Sona series. And for this one, I built it using cards from Ikoria. So I could use the buy a box promo, and I could use alternative arts that are found as long as it's in the regular set, but I did not use any of the commander cards from C20 that came out at the same time. So this deck is centered around a Luna, Apex of Wishes, the Tamir Apex. And you might notice a theme as we talk about this deck today. So essentially, I'm trying to mutate creatures. So let's go through with enchantments, and we have 7 enchantments. So Mystic Subdual. So enchanted creature gets -2/-0 and loses all abilities. Love the artwork for that. You have Primal Empathy, Ominous Seas, Song of Creation, Footfall Crater, Colossification, and Capture Sphere. Then we have 15 instants that we'll go through now. So Raking Claws. I found that this one is a really useful one because it gives the creature double strike until end of turn, but it's also got that cycling, so if you don't need it, but you really need to draw a card, you can go that route. But I'd almost always say saving that double strike, especially for your commander, is really worth it. We've got Flame Spill, Sudden Spinnerets, Ram Through, Wonderful Common, Channeled Force, Fully Grown, Anticipate, Heighten Reflexes, Convolute, Neutralize, Wilt, Essence Scatter, with that Seb McKinnon art, just absolutely gorgeous. Keep Safe, Plummet, and Fire Prophecy. So one of the limitations is, especially based off of what your commander is, you may not be able to get all the best counters or removal. So you gotta make do with what you have. So we have 9 sorceries right now that we'll go through. So we have Go for Blood, the Mythos of Aluna, which Seb McKinnon did the art for the Mythos in this set, and I just love his art style. We have Blazing Volley, Survivor's Bond, Genesis Ultimatum, Adventurous Impulse, Migration Path, Monstrous Step, and Gusts of Wind. Then as far as artifacts go, we have the Ketria Crystal and the Uzalith as our artifacts. Fortunately, no Soul Ring or other artifacts, because that's basically what's in the set. So those nice rampy artifacts, they're not in the set proper, so I could not include them. For creatures, I've got Momentum Rumbler. So this one is really, really, really great, especially in limited, because whenever it attacks, if it doesn't have a first strike counter on it, put a first strike counter on it. So Ikoria has the ability counters, and then whenever it attacks, if it has first strike, it gains double strike till end of turn. So you're going from a 3/3 first strike to potentially doing 6 damage. Really great stuff. Proud Wild Bonder, Kinnan Bonder Prodigy, Parcel Beast, Essence Symbiote, Baby Godzilla Ruin Reborn, also known as the Polywog Symbiote, Gemrazor, Everquill Phoenix, Archipelagor. I probably butchered that, and I'm going to get chewed out by the editor. Just watch, they're probably saying something to me right now and correcting me and telling me, Google before you say. Let's go on. Fertilid, Phase Dolphin, Dreamtail Heron, Crystalline Giant, Mysterious Egg, Migratory Greathorn, Cloud Piercer, Ivy Elemental, Humble Naturalist, Dorat the Perfect Pet, also known as the Sprite Dragon, Trumpeting Gnar, Sea Dasher Octopus, Glowstone Recluse, Kolga the Titan Ape, Almighty Brushwag, Lord Dracus, Voracious Great Shark, Porcuparrot, Hornbash Mentor, Pouncing Shore Shark, Godzilla, King of Monsters, the buy a box promo that I mentioned, and Auspicious Starix. So you might have noticed something. I'm using a lot of the alternative artwork. So when I built this deck, I noticed I had a lot of this alternative artwork, and I decided I wanted to do something a little bit different than I've done. So what I'm doing with this deck is I'm trying to get either the extended or the alternative art frame for each of the cards. And then what I'm trying to do is then get them in foil. So I'm getting all the alternative artworks and foiling out the deck as much as I can. So let's go through the mana base real quick. So it's pretty simple. So we have a Ketria Triome, alternative art and foil, gorgeous. We have Bonder's Enclave, Swiftwater Cliffs, Thornwood Falls, Evolving Wilds, and Rugged Highlands. So really only the lands from the set. And then we have 6 mountains. Then I'm working on foiling out. I should have enough to foil all those. We have 12 forests and 11 islands. And like I said, I'm working on foiling out this deck and where I can, including the alternative artwork. I'm not sure if I'm going to switch to the alternative artwork for Aluna, though. I really like this one. I do have the other artwork available to me. I've just debated whether or not I should do that. So I played this deck at my LGS, and it actually does surprisingly well. I played a fairly optimized deck that's not quite CEDH level, but it's kind of pushing towards there. And if I had had one more turn before the deck had went off, I actually would have won through commander damage from Aluna. But unfortunately, they basically made my Aluna into a 0/1 insect with indestructible. So I couldn't even chump block it away, which was unfortunate because I only have one real enchantment removal, which is the Return to Nature. Let's see. Is it Return to Nature? I believe it is. I can't remember what I have in here. My Wilt. That's what I was thinking of. So, sorry, I said the wrong card again. It happens, unfortunately. So I wasn't really able to do anything, and if I had had one more turn to strike with Aluna, I would have won by commander damage. And immediately after that, they made infinite tokens and gained infinite life, and then dealt infinite damage to me. So it was kind of a close game, and I've played it a few times since, and the mutation part is really the fun thing with this deck, because it allows you to get out stuff, and if you're mutating onto a smaller creature, say the Essence Symbiote, and you're popping Aluna down onto that, well, suddenly you put your commander on top, it's getting +2/+2, because, well, no, it's getting +1/+1 because of the counter, but then this has flying and trample, and you're dealing 7 commander damage all of a sudden, and they don't necessarily expect that. So it can be a fun aspect to do. I don't know. I've really enjoyed the Ikoria set. What do you all think about Ikoria? Was it overhyped? Is it not really seeing its due justice because of circumstances out of our control? What are your thoughts on it? So this is just one example of something that you can do with set specific. I've also seen people at my LGS literally buy a box of Modern Horizons and then make a deck. Certain sets really lend themselves to doing this. Modern Horizons is one. I'm pretty confident that Double Masters will be a set like that, just kind of based off of the rumors and speculation and whispers that we're hearing about it. And I also think that we might... Well, we'll definitely see it with Commander Legends come this winter or whenever that comes out. Hopefully it's still coming out this winter. I really want that for Christmas. So somebody tell my wife. Well, you can do it with this set. Other sets, it's more of a struggle. So if you were to try and do this with Theros, Beyond Death, it might be a bit more of a struggle. It depends on what legendary creatures you get in your pool. That's really the big key difference there. Well, hopefully you've learned something today and you don't feel like your time has been wasted listening to some weird Jank obsessed person ramble about Jank decks that they've built. And if you've liked what you've seen, leave a comment below. Let us know what you think. We really appreciate constructive criticism at this point. We really want to do better, and we're really new at this, and we're doing our best, and we will listen to that feedback. If you want to join us for our next meeting, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell and join us in our Discord. I also want to give a special thanks to Geekified. I got these sleeves from Geekified. Wonderful, wonderful sleeves. These I bought off of Amazon because My Little Pony. And I like to put my commander in different sleeves. But really huge shout out to Geekified. They're really a great friend of the channel. If you're looking for singles, if you're looking for sealed product, if you're looking for accessories and you don't have an LGS near you and you don't know who to trust, we highly recommend Geekified. Andrew there is just an absolutely wonderful person, and he really does a lot for people that come and patronize him and shop with him. So we highly recommend it. So thank you again for coming today. This concludes our council meeting, and we will see you all next time. Thank you.